my spuds and buttons. I'm Vicky. This is Cat Mum Crafts. I have a hair in my mouth, which is unpleasant. And these are my fingers, currently on my living room floor. So, this section is called Take 5 Tuesday, where I'm actively encouraging you to take 5 or more minutes for yourself, and quite importantly actually, away from your yarn crafts or whatever else it is you do, for the purpose of looking after what is fundamentally our most important tools, ourselves. So this episode, and in this juncture, please don't worry, I am a qualified beautician and masseuse, so I know what I'm talking about. That's an entirely different story. I'm a qualified beautician because it was difficult to get a job in the massage industry without. But for preference, massage. Now, for this episode, I'm going to be talking about nails. You will see I've left mine very deliberately in a horrendous state. Different lengths. Some are filed, some are not. You have no idea how difficult that has been for me to leave it. The exceptions being this one, I think. Yep. And this one. Because they have both sustained in the nail bed where the nail grows. Well, not the nail bed, just below the nail bed, sort of round about there. Permanent damage from getting extensions. Which leads me to my second point. If you do get extensions, please be careful, because sometimes while they're cheap and easy, you get what you pay for and you get permanent damage. That said, in summer I will be getting extensions because I'm also highly pollen contact allergic, and I'd rather be covered in bruises from scratching, even with antihistamines and antihistamine cream, than covered in scratches. Bruised better than scratches, yes. Anyway, that I digress. The next episode will be hand care. Now, all of this you can do yourself if you can't get access to a professional for whatever reason, whether you don't have the money because it's not cheap, or you don't have one in your area. It happens. So, this episode, nail care. Next episode, hand generally. The episode after that, lower arms and upper arms. Might be an episode. And the one after that is a neck and shoulder massage that you can actually do yourself. However, for this week and next week, all you need is a set of nail clippers. These are Boots number 7 men's toenail clippers, but they're actually vaguely equivalent to what you get in beauty stores, like for professionals. You will need a nail file or emery board. You will need a cotton bud thing, whatever they're called. Secondary side note, if you get your nails done professionally and they use these, make sure that they use a different one each hand, preferably a different one every couple of fingers. And some moisturiser. Oil, it needs to be oil based, so this one has almond oil. This is from Lush. I don't know if you get Lush across the pond. I don't even know if you get Boots across the pond. So, first of all, this is going to be entertaining. Clip your nails down to a length where they're not going to snag. You don't need to see me do that with all my nails, especially when it's a pain in the posterior trying to do it through a camera. So I'm going to pause you while I do that. So the next step, all my nails are now cut down to a more manageable length. This one, whilst I've tried to leave it, it's damaged, it will break and snap. So this is going to be fun again, trying to do it through the camera. Nail file. Rough side first, which is normally darker. And go, sorry if that noise is horrible, I don't particularly like it slowly either. From centre outwards. Taking care occasionally to brush off any ick. Sorry about the noise. Whatever you do, you need to get your... Oh, I just did what I was about to say not to do. Sorry. Right, get in the corners, because corners are where hangnails can get and they will snag and pull and rip and not good. What I was about to say, and I'm not going to do this actual contact on my fingers, is do not, under any circumstances, do the seesaw thing. It can damage your nails tremendously. So, once again, I'm going to go through all of my nails. See, that one's quite nicely rounded. And pause it, and then we'll be back for the lighter side. On a side note of that, it doesn't matter really if you go centre out or edge to centre. The key thing is to not seesaw, please, and thank you. Right, so once you've gone over with the dark side, which is a rougher count, you go onto your light side, and which nail was it? And this essentially is for going over where it's a bit snaggly, even after the rough side. And you'll see, even though I've changed it around to make it a bit less awkward, I'm still using the light side and not seesawing. Tempting though it is, because it's quicker, it can damage your nails, and this is kind of counterproductive. Now in this instance I'm holding as best I can the nail file and moving my hand, because that's just easier. And there we go. Now generally the way I do this, I do use the dark side, use the light side, move on, but you can do that however you want. And finally, your little doohickey and your moisturiser. Now this is where I find out whether or not I've got any moisturiser left or not. Yes, I have. Splendid. So, I have no idea how close this is. There we go, contact made. You want the little teeniest, tiniest dab. And just along the bottom of your nail line. It's really weird trying to do this through a camera, guys. Right, I'm going to do the rest of my fingers. Incidentally, it doesn't matter if I'm double dipping because this is my cream that nobody else uses. So, you know, it's fine. So, once you've dabbed all your nails, just lightly rub it in. Now, again, in professional places, they will advise you, they will use cuticle oil and probably advise you to buy cuticle oil. I'm telling you now, you don't need cuticle oil. Just any moisturiser that's oil based. Make sure you get it all around the edges, because again, what we don't want is hangnails. A little circular motion improves blood pressure, not blood pressure, circulation. So if you can get little circular motions going on, well and good. If not, make sure it covers the edge, the nail edge and cuticle around the bottom. Now, for aesthetic purposes, you can snip your cuticles if you wish, or get them snipped. So that's just an aesthetic. Bears no relation to the care of your nails. It just looks nicer. So that's that. Once you've got it all massaged in, then see, this is a very basic way of doing it, which is just fine. As long as it covers, as I say, gets into the edge, the cuticle, covering nail and skin. Leave it to, once that's all done, leave it to sink in for a few minutes, even more than it's already done so, just to be on the safe side. Why won't you scooch in? Because you're not actually oil. Okay. And then the skin is softened, making hangnails less likely. Oh, sorry, camera quake. Yeah, so the skin will be softened, making hangnails less likely, and vitamins that are contained in the oil will go nicely into your system, which is good. Hi. Bear with. Okay, well, technology decided to throw a hissy fit at me. So yes, that was that. That was that, you know. I need coffee. Next month, as I say, hand care. Look after yourselves, your hands, your fingers and your nails. If you didn't, I would really miss you if you tootled off. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another. Love you 9000. Bye.